From holding on to dying stocks to not investing in newer opportunities, even Warren Buffett had made some questionable decisions in his career as an investor. What were they? And what lessons can you take away from them? Let's find out. So, you have stumbled across a fortune, or you have finally made the decision to retire and you want to turn your savings into investments to future proof yourself. That's great. You are on the right path, but you don't know where to invest or you fear losing it all after one bad decision. That's normal. Even someone like Warren Buffett, whose current net worth is around $149 billion, has made quite a few mistakes in his career. Now, I have done the research and found the most prominent ones and what were their deeper setbacks. So, without any further ado, let's dive into the details. Emotional investing. You should never, and I repeat, never invest in a stock just out of an excitement or a hype. Your excitement will cloud your critical thinking and you will not fully understand where you are investing either. Take Warren Buffett's example of investing in an oil company, ConocoPhillips. You see, when oil prices were rising, he quickly invested a lot of money in it. However, his excited decision to invest in ConocoPhillips was one of his blunders. You see, as the fuel price went down, his investment started to become a burden. In 2009, Berkshire posted its worst quarterly loss in at least 2 decades, fueled by a charge on the decline of oil producer ConocoPhillips. Even Buffett said he made a major mistake investing in the company with oil prices near the peak. And just like I thought, he cut ties with the company and withdrew his investments, but not after he had suffered a loss from this investment. The second mistake is ignoring macro trends. I think ignoring the macro trends, which are the big changes happening to the economy on a global scale, is one of the biggest blunders you can make when investing. Warren's refusal to invest in tech companies like Google or Amazon is a great example for this. You see, the billionaire didn't invest in these opportunities because, according to him, he didn't understand how they work. Fast forward to today, and these companies have become tech giants who have a massive role in the world economy. Even Yahoo didn't believe in Google and declined to buy it at a really low price. A few years later, they were left with a deep regret as they witnessed Google grow to a size bigger than themselves. Warren Buffett took exposure to invest in Apple at a later stage, but by then the profit margins weren't that huge and he missed out on great investment, something that would have been on the front page of his investments. So I think it's important to understand what's going on globally. If you don't understand something, you need to study it and decide if it's a good opportunity or not. Number 3, holding on too long. This is a really common mistake that many investors make. You see a dip and think, hey, this is just temporary, but the slope almost always ends in a loss. Or you notice a spike and become greedy, hoping for a bigger payout. Warren was also guilty of this mistake, who's known for taking long term bets on established companies rather than going for riskier stocks, began building his shares in Tesco, a supermarket chain, in 2006. By 2013, he had an investment of nearly $1.7 billion. But this very investment was a huge mistake, and the legendary investor accepted that as well. In an interview with CNBC, he said, I made a mistake on Tesco. That was a huge mistake by me. Since 2013, Tesco's share price has fallen by almost half, which means it has suffered a loss of around $800 million on paper. That's massive, right? So, what's the takeaway here? You need to have 3 qualities if you want to be a successful investor: constant vigilance, humility, and adaptability. You also need to understand when it's time to let go of a dying stock and when to cut your losses. The fourth one is overconfidence. Ever since I was a kid, I was taught one thing repeatedly: not to be overconfident. And as I grew up, I finally understood why. Overconfidence forms a bias in your head and it clouds your judgment. You think you know better, and sometimes you overlook the facts. While we were taught about this for sports or academics, this concept applies in the investing world as well. Take Warren Buffett's investment in airlines. Despite the industry's volatile market, he believed in its potential to grow. Due to his overconfidence, Warren overlooked all the external factors that can regulate the prices of this stock, such as fuel prices, airplane crashes, war, and more recent one like travel restrictions due to global pandemic. Now, Warren had invested around $10 billion worth of stocks in Delta, American, United, and Southwest Airlines for Berkshire Hathaway in 2016. But what happened when COVID hit? The numbers dropped drastically. To cut his loss, he quickly dumped those stocks and his team left a statement. We took money out of the business, basically even at substantial loss. We will not fund a company that we think that it is going to chew up money in the future. And what's the takeaway from this? Don't think that you just know what's best. Do your thorough research before you decide to commit to something. Otherwise, you will pay a huge price. The fifth one is failing to adapt. The sage of Omaha is famous for taking long term investments. But I think there should also be another thing he should be famous for. He always goes for the safer stocks. While that sounds good on paper, sometimes it backfires as well. You see, back in 2011, he made a surprising announcement that Berkshire Hathaway had acquired a $10 billion stake in IBM. At that time, the tech giant was doing great and had only a few competitors. But as time passed, the company refused to adapt to the rapid changes in the industry, while newer players like Amazon and Google were quick to adopt and direct these changes as well. The result was clear. As time passed, the two new companies grew to a huge scale, while IBM was left out of the competition, and the investor who had always believed in long-standing investment philosophy resulted in a huge loss. It's pretty clear what you should understand from this. You need to be aware of the growing markets and how things are changing around you. If you invest in a company that's constantly adapting to the environment or controlling it like Google, then it's good. But if the company is just sticking to its old ways, then it's time to call it quits. Sixth one is lack of diversification. You know how they say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, this is a big blunder to do. Warren, who's usually pretty smart and teaches others about how and where to invest, made this mistake as well. He dumped a lot of money into a single bank, Wells Fargo. He even considered the bank one of his favorite holdings. However, his $12.7 billion investment went to waste when the bank was fined with $185 million for illegal business practices. I will save the details for another video, but this scandal resulted in a huge loss for him and Berkshire Hathaway. Finally, to cut their losses, he began selling his shares in the bank, and by 2022, he had sold all of his shares. From this example, we can learn that we should diversify our investments. This way, even if one of your investment is performing poorly, your other investments can prevent a loss. The seventh mistake is over-reliance on past success. Relying solely on your past knowledge is good thing. I mean, experience speaks for itself, right? And it's better to use that information rather than what you might have read or heard an influencer say. But there's one setback to this as well. While you do feel safe, it does cloud your judgment and closes doors to a lot of rising opportunities as well. And what mistake did Warren make that we can use as an example here? He spent a lot of money investing in Coca-Cola. Way back in 1988, he invested $1 billion in Coca-Cola, which should be equivalent to 2.65 billion in today's world. This investment was one of his most famous ones and one of the safest bets. Warren continued to rely on his past success with Coca-Cola and stuck around with it to this day. While it was in no way or form of a bad judgment or a mistake itself, it did have some repercussions. You see, by investing in Coke, he turned a blind eye to the growing trends of energy drinks. He relied completely on his experience and refused to invest in newer opportunities. And that was a mistake. Take Prime for example. How fast did it grow? Following that example, even Messi made his sports drink and everyone launched their brand of edible products, something Warren missed out on just because he depended on his past. Have you ever made a decision based on past success only to find out it wasn't the best choice in today's world? Or maybe you have held on to an investment for a little too long, hoping it would turn around. Share your experience in the comment below, and I would love to hear your stories and lessons learned. That's all from my today's video. In my next video, we will talk about when to start investing and the right approach for the investment. So don't miss it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Share this video with anyone who is interested in learning from the investment mistakes of even the greatest, so they can avoid these pitfalls and make smarter financial decisions. This is Ajay Menon signing off. Bye bye.